Hey, what's up, Anime Real Talk TV? This is Gory, TheGoryKnight, back here again. Always good to be back here on Anime Real Talk TV. Good to be animated, and in the tradition of being animated, I figured I would review a recent animated movie that came out in theaters, um, The Adventures of Tintin. Now, before I get into the movie review, I want to basically talk about motion capture and what motion capture is, because I know a lot of people are going to be asking, what is the difference between motion capture and regular 2D or CG animated material? So, motion capture or motion tracking or mocap are terms used to describe the process of recording movement and translating that movement to a digital model. It is used in military entertainment, sports, and medical applications, and for validation of computer vision and robotics. Now, in filmmaking, it refers to recording the actions of human actors and using that information to animate digital character models in 2D or 3D computer animation. Now, when it includes face and fingers or captures the subtle expressions, it is often referred to as performance capture. So that's basically what motion capture is. It's basically using um, human actors and translating their movements onto a 2D or 3D model as to better get the capture of a human body, so that it looks more fluent on screen. So the movie The Adventures of Tintin is directed by Steven Spielberg and Peter Jackson. Now, I remember The Adventures of Tintin, the cartoon. I know it is based off a comic, but I never read the comics. But I did see the cartoon, and I think it aired on Nickelodeon back in the day, if I'm not mistaken. And the thing I briefly remember about the cartoon is how the character of Tintin was always getting into all these crazy, wacky adventures, and he would always kind of barely make it out. And I just remember enjoying the cartoon a lot, and when I found out that they were making a movie about it, even though I vaguely remember it, I was excited because you got director, Steven Spielberg, who is a legend, and Peter Jackson, who is also a legend. So I was definitely going to go see this, and I actually saw this in IMAX. I actually went out, put the money up, and went to go see this in IMAX, and I gotta say, it is well worth it. Like, it looks beautiful. This movie lends itself to the term adventure. It really does, because throughout this movie, these characters get into some really wacky situations. And the movie is PG-13, but it does have some very adult themes. And I think this comic and cartoon was made in Europe, if I'm not mistaken, and is very popular overseas. It's been doing really well overseas as far as sales and whatnot, and a lot of people have liked the movie. And when I went to go see this, there were some people in the theater that walked out because they brought their kids in, and there was like one scene in the movie where somebody gets stabbed, and they actually show the blood, and I guess they were offended by the scene, and they walked out with their kids. But that's the thing about in America. Everybody thinks animation is just for kids, and that's why the medium just isn't respected enough here in America. But anyway, basically the plot of the movie, the basic plot is Tintin and Captain Haddock basically set off on a treasure hunt for a sunken ship commanded by Hodok's ancestor. Now, the character of Hodok, he was funny as hell. Like, he was a drunk, and the only time he can remember anything is when he was not sober. When he was, drunk, drinking wine, uh, any type of liquor. And I thought his character was really funny. Now, Tintin was just smart. He's a reporter. He's kind of got that detective thing going on about him. And his character is really cool. I like the voice actor who did his voice in here, Jamie Bell. He did a good job with his voice. Really enjoyed him. Um, they did a good job with the character of Snowy the dog. Like I said, Tintin's trusty assistant. And it was just good to see these characters interact with these different environments, like the ships being sunken or the airplane scene, and just the different wacky things that they were going through. I know a lot of people had a problem with this because they said that it was too cartoonish. I mean, that's kind of the point of this movie. It's to show off the different things that motion capture is capable of. And these characters do get into a lot of crazy adventures. And like, there's one scene where they're on a ship and the ship was rocking back and forth. And in the ship, the characters that were asleep, they were basically being thrown off the bed in a very cartoonish way, and I enjoyed that a lot. And there's one scene where they're in a plane, and then the plane goes into like this really stormy cloud, and it's just really cool to see that. I definitely think you should see this movie in IMAX to really get the experience because it's jaw dropping. Peter Jackson and Steven Spielberg did a really good job on this movie. Everyone who worked in this movie did a really good job, and I really enjoyed this a lot. If I could guzzle out the money, I would go see it again, but I don't have enough money to see this film twice. But when it comes out on Blu-ray, I will be getting that bitch and watching it over and over again in high def. Get that high definition TV going and just enjoy the magic. So I'm gonna give this movie definitely a 10 out of 10. Good pacing, good characterization, uh, you know, good straightforward story, and overall, this is a great adventure. I would definitely say take your kid to go see this, even though, like I said, I did have one person walk out of the theater, but that was just one person. Take your kid to go see this, or just go see it alone. If you're a fan of animation, you have to see this. You have to check it out. If you're a fan, if you just want to go to a movie and have fun and enjoy yourself, go see The Adventures of Tintin. With that being said, bloody days, gory nights. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and I am out. Peace.